Here is your roar for September 4th, 2020. Rick James sweeps. Not surprised. Seems like everybody liked both songs and videos. I'll tell you what, I'm not a huge fan of Papa's Got a Brand New Bag, but James Brown's footwork and like Jim said, how they kind of just bled the background into the video. I thought that made that song so much better. I probably would never listen to that song on the radio, but I would definitely watch that whole video every time. So, where do I want to begin? I got so much to say. Um, Jim, the whole dad situation is depressing and very relatable. And I also agree with what Jay said. Just say, and maybe, but maybe you don't want to have like a set time for yourself either. But just say like 9 o'clock I'm leaving. But that's very stressful, and I get that because at the end of the day, of course, we don't want to make our dad unhappy or miserable. But he's also has to have some self awareness, and sometimes it seems like he doesn't have any, and he doesn't even try. And I wonder if mom has any input on that. Like if she just like stands to the side, or if she has conversations with him when they're alone. I think she just doesn't get involved anymore with that stuff. I would think that she would have some input, but she probably gets barked at, snapped at, which is unfortunate. So, like, and also what Jay says, at the end of the day, you're up at camp, and you don't get a whole lot of camp time. I mean, you get like between May and early October. Do for you. Do for you. Um, all right. What was said about these videos? Yes, that was Rockin' Eve. As far as a year ago, Jay, you said 83. Here's the thing. I think that song was December of 80. I think that's when that song was very popular. So that could have been 1980, New Year's Eve. Or I'm also thinking back then, I don't think songs had to be like on the charts. It might have been a year or two later where songs were still played at events like that. And maybe he sang other songs too, and that it just. Anyways, I think that video that I sent was way better than the actual official music video with those ugly looking girls dancing. I think this is so much better. Um, I agree about the bad dancing. I think Don said something about being choreographed. I don't think the dances were choreographed, but I think people are put in certain places. I don't think they tell them what dances to do. The guy, and Jay, you mentioned Footloose probably stole that, or they stole that from Footloose. But Footloose was 1984, so I think Footloose was after. I think people just had some really fucked up, shitty dances. But I also think those dances were pretty cool for back in the day. The guy and the girl doing the head thing was so bad that it was good. And they thought they were so cool doing that. That's what made it even better. That girl's terrible feathered hairdo. Um, I don't know what else to say. Um, oh, Don, you made me laugh so freaking hard. Like a good hard laugh when I watched your video because your interpretation of Henry watching you, and then if we were watching Dad, I mean, I never thought about that, and it was so good and so true. If we ever watched Dad making some kind of video all off to the side by himself, talking about music videos or just any kind of music with his siblings, would have been so great and so weird. I never thought about that, and it's probably because I live alone. I live alone, and I'm never going to be interrupted, or I'm never going to be looked at by anybody. I mean, Jacob's here now, but he doesn't give a damn. But I never thought about that. Even Jim gets interrupted by Joy sometimes. Uh, and what do you say, like Jay? All three of you, what do you say? Like, do you just try to do it without announcing you're gonna do it, or do you say, "Hey, I gotta go make my video," just to get it out of the way? So you're kind of giving them a sign of "Don't interrupt me." I'm wondering how the three of you do that. I'm guessing maybe it's some of both, and especially with being home now and not working, it's got to be much harder to just find some private time to make a 5 to 10 minute video. As again, for myself, yeah, I'm driving. I'm always alone, so it's just easy. Okay, we have to touch on this topic of me not working. I hope I'm not forgetting anything about these videos. Anyways, okay, how was I not working full time until I was almost 23? Well, here's the thing. Of course, that's on me. But in real time back then, I mean, I was working. I was working since 88, 89, just never full time. Full time to me was just an extra 10 hours or 12, possibly 15 hours a week. I didn't want to work full time. I didn't have to worry about bills. I had no ambition of getting a car. I mean, I did get a car at one point, and it's a piece of shit. And then mom and dad bought a car that I drove pretty much exclusively. I mean, it's just in a fog and just totally naive and ignorant about life. Um, Again, I worked 4 or 5 days a week, probably just half days. And as far as being bored, kidding me? There was always something to do, and you had so much energy. And uh, I don't know. My friends were either in school, not working, or working part time. We were always hanging out doing something. So I mean, it is weird thinking about like never had a plan, never had a plan, and here's the here's the results. There it is. No plan equals this. But again, back in those days, yeah, Dad wasn't a hard ass on me, but he would like throw digs at me sometimes. Working today? If I said no, I mean, what are you gonna do? I don't know. Play some hoops. Go to Bill's. Go upstairs and play some Nintendo. Watch some games I taped. Like it just, and I knew he was trying to give me shit, and he would say things like, Here's one for you. You guys remember Miss Izzo from Staley? She was like an eighth grade teacher. Just had the reputation of being a hard ass, a real hard ass. Well, one year during open house at Staley, mom and dad both went, and they loved her. They loved her because she's, especially dad. But Miss Izzo, um, he said left such an impression on dad. So here, that was eighth grade. Now we're talking early 90s, 92, 93, 91-ish. He said, yeah, saw Miss Izzo today at PEX. Oh, really? What's Bobby doing now? And this is what he said to me. I said, oh, he's working over at Price Chopper. He's not full time, but I don't think it's something. I'm guessing he's gonna go back to school or something and do something like this. He's telling me this, like what he said to her, and it was like kind of a message. But I don't know. I mean, my point is, he made comments like that, but he was never like, "Yo, you need to fucking go do something." go back to school, or do something. Find a job. Like, he was never like that, which, I mean, because I guess he didn't want to be a dick and make me feel bad. It probably would have helped me, but I probably wouldn't have been very receptive to it back then either. I don't know. Yeah, so I think about those days quite a bit. Like, man, if I just had some more ambition or any kind of something, but I was just fucking in the clouds, so whatever. So that's what was going on back in those days. And the day that I fucking almost got caught lying to my dad about going to work, but I still don't remember or recall how. I think I walked to Staley, but I wouldn't have told Dad that I'm walking to work. Or maybe it was maybe he was gone. Maybe he was gone somewhere, and I told him I was getting a ride to work. I just walked to Staley, so when he got back, I was gone. I don't know. I was just waiting until like 3:10, 3:15 until he left for work, and I was just gonna go back home. I was probably gonna be gone like an hour, but holy shit! I wonder what would have happened if he saw me. It would have been such a fucking weird thing. Terrible. Anyway, I guess that's about it. A lot of rambling here. Nothing's going on really this weekend. Shit. Uh, NFL starts next Thursday. I know that most of you probably don't care at all. That's what's going on. I'm kind of fired up for that. I got a fantasy draft on Monday. I had a fantasy draft last week. So, looking forward to that. Other than that, that's about it. Jay, I'm glad you seem to be doing well. Again, keep us updated, or keep me updated on how things are going, how you're feeling, and especially when you have your surgery, how that goes. What else is there to say? Jim had fun with your golf tournament. Crushing pizza at 9:39.
This was the last pizza.
Are you serious? Dude, go put that back.
Why?
Seriously, go put that back. Come on.
Why?
I mean, pretty much ate a whole pizza. You don't need that, bud. We'll have it in the morning. Have it tomorrow afternoon.
No.
All right?
No.
Say hi to your uncles. Alrighty. Okay. All right, guys. Have a good weekend. See ya.